All right, we're doing live stream stuff.
Hello, my friend. Spare a few credits for the rebellion?
Good morning to those slowly hopping on the stream today. Okay. 20 seconds. Well, it's almost Friday. Logged in, got the stream rolling, ready to play a little bit more Star Wars today. So the reason why I ran another stream on Star Wars yesterday, it's just like my morning stream was not bad. I got my GC, felt like I was in the groove. Then when I streamed after work, it's like I couldn't hit the shots. I was like on my back foot, as they say. Like I wasn't really having an awesome time. So I'm like, no, I need to, before I move the rig, I want to have a few more good games. Plus, if there's any type of, I heard there might be a Beetlejuice announcement or video. So if that comes on, we'll change the stream title. But basically, I'm going to dial in today, try to focus and get my groove with my shots. So I've got a few different plans in mind. Later in the stream yesterday, I made some adjustments to the stand-up targets that may or may not have been kind of interfering with the shots. So that's my excuse anyway. Another thing I'm possibly trying to prove if the game plays worse at 6.5 degrees of pitch. So I flattened the game. I've set everything up at 6.8, and I'm kind of migrating different settings for each game. But anyways, I feel like the ball was rolling up the right ramp better when the playfield was a little steeper. So welcome to the stream this morning, Lunar. Nice to have you. I was going to switch games today, but I had, like I said, a little bit of unfinished business with this one. I feel like I was, I like to finish streaming having like progressed a little bit. So anyways, shout out to nitropinball for supporting the channel, and shout out to the viewers who come and hang out and watch the stream, participate in the chat. Excuse me. But this morning I'm just going to hop into gameplay, start playing, and kind of chat as much as I can in between games. And I can see the chat very easily too. So if you ever have any questions or you want to try anything, want me to try anything, let me know. Let me know in the chat.
The Empire never rests, and neither can we. Super skill shot completed. Lock is lit. J.
Unintentional, but
You'd have been killed too, and droids would now be in the hands of the Empire.
Captain BZ, welcome into the stream. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is cool in your world. Nice to have you today. I was gonna switch off of Star Wars today, but I had a good game in the morning yesterday, but then kind of a mid game in the afternoon. But I hope you feel better from those the COVID shots, my friend. But yeah, so anyways, my goal was today to kind of like figure out how to get myself back on track. So like last night, it was like I was really having trouble hitting the Luke shot that I really felt good about, and also the right ramp was like rejecting, like I'm gonna say almost every time. So one question I really had for you guys, the regular pinball people that maybe know more about this than I do. So is it... Sorry, I'm just going to mute that for just a second. So is it... this is my hypothesis, okay? I made the playfield more flat. I put it at stock, 6.5, which... It was because I was having quite a few times where the ball would not make the hyperspace jump. I thought maybe that was contributing to not making it up the right ramp. But to be completely honest, it seems to me like I'm getting more rejects. Is that possible? Like, if the playfield's steeper, does the ball like get more grip and have more like rolling inertia? Like, who's the scientist in the room? And I didn't turn the flippers up. I think they're at maximum. Yeah, the flippers are at maximum. So... Yeah, well, you can watch today, but I felt like before I made the pitch change, I was having more fun. But also, Space Junk, welcome into the stream today. You bombed in your league last night, huh? Well, you know what? Actually, the last 2 tournaments I was in, I love tournaments. Oh my God, I'm heartbroken. So there's a tournament this weekend at my friend Eden's house. He's like, got me into tournament play and got me into the local kind of like invite only association. And here I can't make the tournament that's at his house. Ugh. Almost makes me not want to go to Houston, but I didn't notice there was overlap when I started to book it. But anyways, but yeah, Space Junk. So I played in a tournament a couple months ago and I got 4th place with like really good players. There was a lot of luck involved, but maybe I was trying my best ever. And then the last tournament, dude, I was like 4th from last. I had like a poor showing for sure, but yeah, definitely gonna be doing more. 2026, I'm gonna be doing more tournament play. That's one of my things I'm gonna switch into. Also, I was thinking of having kind of small tournaments, almost like little poker nights at my house where, you know, have a couple good players over. I learn from them, you know, maybe we get a pot going, who knows? I can't pull off a big tournament with like 30 people though. Not yet, anyway. Well, that's pinball. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to start playing. Welcome into the chat. Good morning, everybody. Space Junk, that was also my experience. The good players love to help out. I have also experienced that. I talked a bit, yeah, I won't talk about it publicly, but I did have some negative experiences too, but they were weighed out by positive experiences. So makes me want to come back for sure. Anyways, horrible ball 1, but we're going to get back to it here. Okay, so it felt like yesterday that shot wasn't working at all, and it's so important as
Ball 1 low. Jedi Ball save is now available at the action button. D.
I don't know, this is gonna go one of 2 ways. It's gonna be a full turnaround from yesterday, or it's gonna be just like finger through the toilet paper, I'm telling you. And there's no middle ground.
The Jedi Ball saver is now fully functional.
Didn't make the jump. That was a fluke, but good morning, Jay Biscuit, and also Johnny Button. Nice to see you too.
Ball 2 locked.
Found him in a jet pile.
Shit. Okay. Push it, don't hold it, don't push it twice.
Master Yoda saves the day. I knew he would. I I suggest a new strategy. Try to obtain the Lit Mystery Award.
You must gain control.
Half battle multi-ball. Extra ball collected. Very well done. Triple jackpot.
I wasn't prepared for that.
The points are accumulating nicely. Jackpot! Jackpot! Well done. Now, may we please go home?
Fucking C-3PO. Looking at me with that eye. So do you guys ever pause and try to think of, the question was kind of asked yesterday, like, how would this game feel to a newcomer in pinball? I couldn't really answer that. Do you think someone that is new to pinball would walk up to Star Wars, Fall of the Empire, and be like, man, this is a must-have. I love pinball. I'm now so into it. I didn't know how to answer it. I'm trying to picture my nephews. Star Wars is their life. They love Star Wars. They love Godzilla. And yeah, I think it probably would, especially the imagery, the lights. I think it would. But would they play a couple of games and be like, this is hard as hell? I don't know. I mean, one thing I think for noobs too, let's say you have your nephews playing or someone or kids playing, just set the game time to 3 minutes. So if they drain the ball in the first 3 minutes, they just keep getting a free one. I mean, that's another thing you could do, or set it to extra easy.
Super skill shot completed.
That's Junior, Junior.
The sounds are fun. The sound design is pretty good. Morning, Busted Chops. Also, welcome in. Like when the Starlight Pit's not lit, basically you get almost no points for hitting it. It's kind of... Yeah, it is very brutal.
Enter your initials, friend. You've achieved Jedi status.
So one thing, so which game would you pick to get, let's say a young adult or a, 10 to 15-year-old into pinball? It's got to be one that's kind of exciting, that they know the theme, it's not too hard. But then once they get into it, their dexterity and their focus is sorry, it's better than most of ours. Oh yeah, the first thing they asked Busted Chops was, "Do you have a Star Wars on your V pin?" Yeah, that's the thing. The even the music, the theme, the imagery, the lightsabers, it's kind of timeless. Like, look when the first movies came out. None of these kids were born, but so yeah, today I was trying to, normally folks, I skip, I move the rig to a different game every 2 streams. But last night I just felt like I made no progress, kind of regressed a little on my scores from the morning. So I woke up today, I'm like, I'm not done with Star Wars. So here we are. The goal for today's stream is to recalibrate myself to 2 really important shots that you should be able to backhand, which are the Luke ramp and the Leia ramp, or the Luke lane, the second lane, and the Leia ramp. I felt like since I leveled my playfield to 6.5, those shots are harder to hit, and I wish I could figure out why. Part of my hypothesis is that, or my theory is that the ball's skipping along more. It's not rolling because it's not going uphill. It's just kind of skipping. So maybe it's not rolling itself up the ramp. I don't know. It's a bit frustrating.
Humans do truly need my help.
Yeah, you know, you're right. Lunar Braxton says, your first instinct when a ball come at you isn't to grab it, it's to attack it or hit it like baseball, right? Which is fine if you're playing John Wick. That's basically how you play. There's almost no trapping in John Wick. I mean, there is, let's be honest, but yeah, I was watching friends' kids play and it was just constant. It kind of drove me crazy. I'm like, okay, only push the flippers when the ball is close to it. Never push the flippers unless the ball is close to it. I had to be really kind of firm with it because they were just going crazy on the flippers. I'm like picturing them just heating up, and it's hard to be an adult sometimes.
It's Junior, Junior.
There are several nodes ready for you.
Too short for a stormtrooper. Huh?
Yeah. It seemed to work with those guys. Just telling them, you know, wait till the ball's right there.
Jedi ball save enabled.
It's Junior, Junior.
Multiplier is lit. I advise you to connect it. You've placed a shot multiplier.
Yeah, and Busted Chops, I mean, part of the reality is...
Lock a ball inside the Death Star.
Sorry, just gonna chop up. Part of the reality is, if we break it all down and look at a lot of the content created that is kind of like against Star Wars Fall of the Empire, it's kind of like there's a lot of bias that is more on team boutique. It's cool to be all about the boutique right now. Let's be honest. Like everyone wants the boutiques to win, the underdogs to come up. So like, it's pretty obvious listening to a lot of it. It's kind of like not super valid feedback. And then what happens is that spreads through the comments. I'm like reading some of the comments. I'm like, man, none of you have even played this game. But I mean, I'm sitting here playing and I'm having a pretty frustrating time. And that was the thing also, Jay Biscuity. I thought Star Wars would be cool to have in the house, but I wasn't buying the previous ones. Like, I did not enjoy them, so. And like Tom.com, one thing I feel like is missing, and I mentioned probably yesterday, there's no like big fancy toy. Like, where's the value? I feel like, I mean, John Wick doesn't really have any big fancy toys either. Well, the weapons crate opens. It's nothing too fancy. It kind of like Godzilla and Jaws set a pretty high bar of expectation. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, every time I shoot the Death Star, I'm nervous it's gonna reject. I'll be pissed off.
Death Star Lock 1.
And so other things too, like for viewers in the chat that, you know, a lot of you come hang out here often. Some of the main reasons I bought this game were to experience Spike 3, to be kind of an early adopter of Spike 3. That was exciting for me as a content creator and, you know, enthusiast really in the hobby. But also, you know, to get a game early on and had an opportunity where I was like authorized in the family to make a purchase. So, and I knew what was coming from Stern, and I wasn't super excited about the next couple. And like, The Walking Dead doesn't excite me too much, so it wasn't going on the list. But and I don't know what's coming in January from Stern, but
Super skill shot completed.
Quickly, gotta get across! Find control station!
Or do not. There is no try.
like I have a lot of trouble aiming shots in this game, I'll be honest. Especially cross shots.
Look, the time is running out.
You must.
I beg your pardon, but all the missions are now lit. Look out! The Emperor's directed the fleet to attack. The Jedi Ball save is...
I felt a great disturbance in the Force, as if millions of voices sounded.
Ball 2 locked. The readings indicate the shot multiplier is active.
I'll be honest, also, I don't like the roaming extra ball. It's like as soon as you get ready to aim, it's on the other side.
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
Use the action button to control your Jedi powers and save the ball. Oh, thank goodness, we're saved.
With the blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to...
Extra bully.
Extra ball, extra ball. Half battle multi-ball.
But do you think JJP is even going to release a game next year? I feel like they're just going to ride that Harry Potter wave.
Hurry up! I wish I had your confidence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh dear, I can't bear to watch. Please do hurry. Time is running out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jackpot! Jackpot! Defeat the AT-AT.
So yeah, Lunar Brexon above says, you're the kind of person that likes pinball so much you really have to screw up bad to say I'm not playing. I'm the same way. I'm like, so you're telling me it has shiny balls? It has flashy lights? I love it. I don't know. Doesn't make me less of an opinion, right?
How did we get into this mess? I really I've got to rest before I fall apart. My joints are almost frozen. Where do you think you're going? What mission? What are you talking about? I've just about had enough of you.
Super jackpot collected. How wonderful! Oh, do hurry!
No more.
Jackpot! Jackpot!
Juicy Time, welcome in also. Outlane. The right outlane never gets me. So yeah, Busted Chops also, I have a huge love for the light, for the spinner sound in this game too. Just reading the chat. You know what you can do too, Busted Chops? You can turn up sound effects in the chat, in the settings. I think I have them up by a factor of 3, so they
Super skill shot completed. I suggest you start one of the flashing mission shots. J.
Hello there. Tell me, young Luke.
see, like, if you just played this for hours on end, the shots start to become muscle memory. But like if you play this casually, I don't know. If you play this casually, the shots are hard. I would not.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is he a relative of yours? Do you know who he's talking about?
You must gain control.
Lock 2. Super skill shot completed. Lock is lit. Bonus multiplied. Lock is lit.
Like so I also want to talk a little bit about what I'm experiencing from my perspective here. I made the playfield 6.5 from 6.8. What I'm experiencing is the ball does not want to stay on the flippers nearly as much. Like it wants to roll off the tip.
Extra ball.
Getting some more outlane drains.
Of the rebel fortress by the time this station is operational.
I would not say it's more floaty feeling. Gameplay is 5% slower, but I feel like having control in this area is harder at 6.5 pitch. The ball's not settling down. Yeah, that's the thing. I thought it would be easier, Busted Chops. It should have been easier. When it's flatter, it should be easier, but it's not.
The Jedi Ball Saber is now available. That shot was very skillful indeed.
This is one game too, like I said. Welcome in, Noah, also.
Extra ball collected. How advantageous.
This is one game where I feel like
Ball 2 knocked.
if you sat and put hours on it, all the shots would become...
Shot multiplier.
Oh, there we go. I love it when that actually works.
You've placed a shot multiplier. E. Jedi Ball Save is now available at the action button. D. Don't think they're going to let us in, Artu.
Also, so for those viewers in the chat today watching the live stream, going to the Houston Arcade Expo tomorrow. I will be going live from the Houston Expo, so be sure you are a subscriber or follower so you get the notifications. But I feel like sometimes when I go live from my mobile, the notifications don't go out. So you may want to watch on YouTube, but anyways. Question from you, YouTube. What's my favorite arcade games to play? I'm a pinball person. So I like to play pinball, classic pinball, but my niche is modern pinball. I like the screen, I like the lights, but also for older games, I'm a sucker for like 4-player Pac-Man. You see that at quite a few arcades, and then the shooters too, like Terminator 2. Those are a couple of my favorites, but I've live streamed arcade shooters before, because I have a multicade, but
That's two Yomi Jr.
The Jedi Wall save is now fully operational. Missions are lit. Shoot one of the flashing shots.
Anyway, we should be at all around about 200 hours.
I don't pretend to understand the Force, but this dark side is not to be trifled with.
that burp sound, honestly.
Wise instead of Wookiee. Because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose. Wookiees are known to do that.
I see your point, sir. I suggest a new strategy, R2. Let the Wookiee win.
Half battle multi-ball.
Hey.
Suicide. Well done. Jackpot.
Arg. What a weak multi-ball. Not a super impressive multi-ball, but
You're quite a good player, for a human.
high score number 2. I didn't even notice. It's getting the scores up there. Thank you, Jess.
I do believe they think you are some sort of god.
Oh, easy. I don't believe that is the case
I shall
anywhere.
pass your name on to General Organa. You are a great pilot. You should join us on our next mission.
I saw Documagineer had some like perfectly placed. Documagineer has the Star Wars home pin edition, and he got some toys that I believe they were from eBay or something, but they look so good. Like he put a TIE fighter on one side. I don't know, it looked awesome. But yeah, Juicy Time. No, I don't really do RC bashing when I do RC car racing. So I like going fast and doing time lapse. I'm on a bit of a hiatus from RC car racing. I had just not a super enjoyable season. The politics like head in the toilet drowned me at my local RC scene. Everyone had opinions. It was too much, so I'm not donating any more of my time to that organization for a while. But RC racing I've been doing for around 5 years, and I did have a Traxxas Max. I have done some bashing. I was more into racing because that's my best friend got me into RC racing, indoor 10 scale, like buggies. And, but this season, like I just was not motivated to go and race. Like the community in pinball is just, I'll be honest, like so much better and more inviting and fun. Like at least my experience so far. And, my RC car friends like are really good people. It's just one or two of them are fucking assholes. And you know what? Like I live my life personally. Like I don't give assholes a time of day. If there's an asshole or someone that's there to ruin an experience, like fuck you guys. I won't hang out. I'm sorry. And like I dedicated so much time to that RC car club, like as president, and man, like the feedback, like from people that don't want to lift a finger and don't have any idea what it's like to make things happen, have no initiative, they don't wake up early and fucking produce, like the opinions and the fucking chatter in my RC car club just got too much. So I'll still go back. Because, like I said, 90% of them are good people, and racing is a lot of fun. I like the competitiveness. But when it starts to be one every 3 races, there's like an emotional blow up from a 50-year-old man. Like, it gets cringy. Like, I mean, you guys, if you've watched me stream, there's no more easygoing person. Like, when I do things, it's to have fun, participate, and like, but man, that thing, there's cheaters, there's people that'll give you bad advice. I had people like fuck with my battery charger, so my batteries were too low, like stuff like that. I don't know. I'm on a bit of a break from RC racing, but it is something that when I go, I enjoy because I'm pretty good at it. I've got a lot of like sponsor support. I'm just kind of taking a break. RC car racing, basically the more you do it, you go out and you get a tire sponsor. You get tires for 40% off. You get a bearing sponsor. And so I have all the support. And so it's a little cheaper for me to race, and the sponsors are actually really good people too. I have never had a negative experience with the sponsors. They're never pushy. They never ask too much. But it's like one or two of those people in the community, it's like a fart in an elevator. Ruins it for everybody. Well, in Juicy Time too, like it's fair enough that you the good thing about giving a hobby a break, I think, first of all, okay, I'm going to go off on a bit of a rant here. But I think that, I'll just say people, because it's not just men, but I think there's a certain age where people are vulnerable. And I'll say what I mean by that, and then I'll get back to pinball. But I think kind of the age of like 25 to 40, there's this window in there that if people don't launch, if they don't get something fun out of life, or find a partner, or find a hobby, or an interest, or a good job, those population, that demographic of like 25 to 40, those individuals are like extremely high risk for suicide, addiction, self-destructive behavior. And so I am like of the feeling, and if you're ever wondering Like when I go to work and I earn money, I fucking spend it. Like if I go to my extremely shitty, hard job where I hate every fucking minute that I'm there, I'm going to go home and spend that money on stuff that makes me happy. There's my hypothesis. Like I have a couple friends, they have no hobbies, like 0 hobbies. And I just don't get it. Like hobbies aren't all expensive. Your hobby can be video gaming. Your hobby can be, you know, reading, hiking. Not all hobbies are super expensive, but man, I just don't get it sometimes. And I think that age group, like I said, 25 to 40, I think my opinion on this subject, I think males that don't launch in that category are at high risk of suicide, addiction, self-destructive behavior. And I've seen it. I mean, I've lost a lot of friends to addiction, suicide. My best friend and his brother, both toxic drug supply, like regular blue collar worker, good job, but they're in that age group. They're in the vulnerable risk category, didn't have a lot of hobbies. So their hobbies were drinking, then it was drugging. And so I know, but juicy time, it can happen. So this is why hobbies are good. I think hobbies are good. I think, you know, something where you are on a schedule, like you're committed to go, and pinball league, I think is huge, a huge healthy thing. Even RC racing, it is healthy if it's your hobby and you go to it. For me, I'm just lucky I've got a couple hobbies. But I think a lot of people can become workaholics, or they work as much as they can. Like people are like, oh my God, I can work and I can do Uber and I can do skip the dishes. And they work 20 hours a day. I have people I know, they literally work their day job and then another job. And it's not just because they have to. I get if there's ends to meet or child support, you know, you got to do what you got to do, grind. But some people do it just so they, you know, but then they miss life. They don't go and find that, you know, hobby or sport or partner, whatever, you know. Anyways, not to rant. I have another friend right now that they're in this vulnerable category. Their life's changed, marriage has fallen apart, and I'm concerned. So I'm trying to get them into a couple hobbies. You just need something to focus on, right? Anyways. Deep thoughts with Jack Handy. But
I shall report your contribution to the general at once.
oh, okay. And the thing is, people can, you don't have to dive all the way into a hobby, but I think it is healthy too. You got to have like especially if you have an addictive personality, you got to be careful because anything can become an addiction. I grew up, my father was a workaholic, and man, he didn't attend any baseball games, any volleyball games, any football games, because he had to be, you know, grinding that extra hour. So a lot of years of my life, I've been a workaholic too, 12 hours a day, no matter what. And a couple of years ago, I'm just like, fuck this. Why am I working more than anyone in my family? And getting paid like the same. I work with my siblings and my dad. And anyways, it's healthy. I eat lunch with them every day. I enjoy it mostly, except for 80% of the time.
Is it safe for droids?
But yeah, Leslie on YouTube. I think pinball is a good hobby. It's especially the league play, like tournaments. Tournaments are a good way to get lots of pinball for inexpensive. Right? But yeah, I mean, there's always those memes that go around, Jay Biscuity, that say like, you know, the better you are at your job and the more initiative you have, they're just going to make you do more. And that's sadly, I don't like to say, you know, bring your lowest common denominator to work. Leslie, that's good for you. Good for you. Retired at 52, so more time for fun now. Yeah, and you get to slow down the pace, you know? Go for that walk. Stay on top of your health and your happiness. And
Super skill shot completed.
I wish Ben were here.
Oh my, you've activated the multiplier.
yeah, J Biscuity, it can be challenging because you do have a responsibility to keep that business healthy if it's your own business, right? Sometimes you have to, you know, just draw some healthy boundaries and communicate, delegate, ask for help, all those things. For me, I'm part owner in my business as well, and it's hard to say that, you know, it starts to look like you don't care if you want to draw boundaries, but it's tough. You got to keep the health good.
That's two on me, Junior.
Do it again. Again. Missions are lit. So many to choose from.
And like drawing healthy boundaries in business or at work, it can be as simple as, like I told you guys yesterday or the day before, I don't do notifications on my phone. I don't answer any voicemail at work. Like I draw some lines in the sand, and if I took every sales call at work, gave all these salespeople 10 minutes of my time, I'm like, I have a severe problem with focus that was only diagnosed in the last couple of years. Like, if I get distracted, I will never get back on task. And so at work, I set all my email to have like VIP lists so that important people get through. Delegate really well to good people if possible.
When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the master.
And just try not to get behind. Those are my survival tactics.
Desert unlock 1. Super skill shot completed.
Oh, that was a hard reject. Urgh. I thought my machine wasn't doing it, but it just did it twice in the last 30 seconds. Unintentional lazy. Oh, almost twice.
Oh my goodness, we're saved.
I'm really glad I played Star Wars today, I'll be honest, because yesterday I was just like, that wasn't fun. But how's it going, Chris? Welcome into Return of the Jedi episode. Basically. Yeah. feel like I had like a 10-minute rant in that last one. So yeah, Leslie Bates on YouTube said, "You're not sure about Yoda's creepy eyes. It's so much worse." I think they'll light up during the, there you go. What about, is this Jared Leto? Dude, it's Jared Leto with a microphone, I swear. Well, I got the camera out, do a bit of a playfield tour. If you'd like some Pez, there's the Pez head that they talk about while they're. I saw a version of a mod for the AT-AT, AT-AT. It wasn't good, but creative. So talking about the toys too is kind of one of those subjects, because like what should they be like? Should they look like the toys from our day? Nightlight guy, I think he was intentionally a nightlight. I talk about that often, but while I've got the camera out, I want to talk about the shot tightness. I know a lot of you have played this game. I'm gonna try to. So this is the shot from the right flipper. So from the right flipper, zoomed in, look how tight those shots are. That's like from the tip of the right flipper. So those shots are about 1.25 inches wide. Kind of crazy. Even the scoop, to actually get it successfully into the scoop, it's like a 1-inch shot. Super tight. Now from the left flipper, it's not a very good angle. Not a very good angle, sorry, but. So that's the ramp you need to hit from the left flipper, or the Sarlacc pit. I can't zoom in anymore, but basically just trying to demonstrate like how tight those shots are. Now, I mean, not complaining or anything, just saying it's a little bit So is the Leslie Bates, has the Beetlejuice video dropped? I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, so like what I was talking about earlier was about that missing mechanical toys. So, I mean, it's like Elwyn got all the toys. Elwyn got, in King Kong, which is sitting right next to this game, even the Pro model got the drop targets, has, the premium has the mechanical train that dumps. Obviously, Kong sits there and dances all the time. The Gong is actually much more complicated of a mech than it looks like. It is like a multi-stage switch, and you can like calibrate the strength of the spring. It has multiple vertical up kicker to send the ball around in motion. This one definitely is light on the mechs. Like, yeah, the Death Star doesn't like explode. That's kind of unfortunate. I would say that this game is light on the mechs. I don't have any ideas or suggestions of what to make it better, but I'm just You know, it does seem light. Also, Skullbox, welcome in. Happy Thursday as well. Playing Star Wars again. I was going to actually move the stream over to Funhouse, but the saga continues. I still haven't got that updated. So Space Junk 3000, I was mentioning earlier, Doc Imagineers on the stream quite often showed a picture in our Discord, and on his Star Wars Costco edition, he got a toy that's basically identical to the Millennium Falcon. He put it here, and he got, I think it was a TIE Fighter, and he put it here. It looks so good on his version of the game. But they were just eBay toys, I think he said. And yeah, so like, I don't even know how. I would love to add some improvements to this, but it's like they threw all the toys in there, and I mean, these look okay. You know, good versus evil. Meh. But Silent Sound Guy, welcome in also. So Silent Sound Guy says, I was very down on this machine after playing it a few times. Now I have more time on it and it's growing on me. So this is also kind of my position on this. When I walk up to Star Wars after being typically some games I don't go back to for a couple weeks because I rotate through on stream. I suck at this game for the first couple hours. Like, you need, I'll be honest, you've witnessed me suck at this game probably, but basically this is one that you have to just practice, because a lot of the shots, you don't have the choice of backhanding. You have to cross shot them, and cross shots need a lot more practice to time properly. But much like John Wick, after I played John Wick for a week, I really started to like it because I was able to start to hit the shots. But so I live streamed this game twice yesterday, and only just now am I starting to be able to comfortably hit the Death Star like every time. So.
Greetings, exalted ones. I am C-3PO, human cyborg relations.
So again, also, I mentioned to you guys that I'm going to the Houston Arcade Expo. I've got a camera stabilizer, so when I'm doing my live walk-arounds, the camera should be more stable this time too. But I thought I'd mention that. I had a couple actually, like a couple options. So. No, actually, it's worse, Jess. The camera stabilizer's heavy as fuck. That's one of the problems. I have a DJI Ronin that we used at work, and it's a little bit of overkill.
For us to collect a mystery award.
But for the live streaming, when I'm just walking around, I think I'm just going to use, I have a smaller Osmo just for holding just the phone. I might use that for the live streaming. But if I'm doing videos and interview, I'll use both cameras.
Maximum control.
Do hurry up before the points diminish.
It's too young, Jude.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh dear, I can't look anymore. Defeat? Yes, but I wish I had your confidence. Silver jackpot. Multiplier is lit. I advise you to collect it.
Leslie, yeah, they do. And supposedly, each ball, so like ball two will be another movie, I think. Yeah, Silent Sound Guy, I also don't like that. And I was mentioning that I changed the playfield pitch. I mentioned 1,000 times today, but it basically, it feels like it's harder for me to backhand that shot now. So.
Well, Princess Leia is wondering about Master Luke. He hasn't come back yet. She doesn't know where he is.
I don't know where he is.
Nobody knows where he is.
What do you mean nobody knows?
Well, you said, officer? Excuse me, sir. Can I tell you what's going on?
Choke is what you don't want to do in this game. Nudge instead.
Don't do this, Luke. Come on, give me a sign.
To snag that extra ball.
Down the side.
Ben. I thought this felt bad. On the outside.
So the positioning of the pops didn't bother me initially, but it can be unfortunate because it can just fire the ball down the middle or down the
I suggest we
center
try
drain.
the Lit Mystery Award.
Double reject on the center, or just poor shot quality. Ah, third time. Yeah, there actually might be in the settings, Leslie Bates. So Skullbox, I like where you're going with this. So actually, in the beginning, John Wick for me was like a disaster. Like I was not good at it for the first week. But then once you get good at it, get better at it, it starts to feel super rewarding when you hit the tight shots. I'm sort of like that with Dungeons and Dragons too. Like I'm 50% against that game and 50% I'm having the time of my life. So yeah, I mean, a hard game or harder to shoot game, some players are like, this is perfect for me, right?
Shot completed.
Arg. I want to keep it rolling without throwing the warning. we go. Thank you for the new follower. Nilbog83. Welcome to the show. Oh, missed it. So Silent Sound Guy, you're making an excellent observation. What's another game like that? Oh yeah, Black Knight Sword of Rage. So one thing that tournament players really get used to is they don't shoot the dangerous stuff, right? I'm not that, so I end up going for dangerous stuff. Maybe it's because I always feel like there's another ball, but you're right. Yeah, it makes sense, Silent Sound Guy. Yeah, Dustin echoes, like, my stream yesterday, I was like, what the hell? I'm not able to hit the shots. But
Super skill show completed. Use the action button to control your Jedi powers and save the ball.
it's very... Sometimes it sends it far up, sometimes it just lobs it, like, right there.
We've been rescued.
So Leslie asked, what's the success rate of the force save? In the beginning, I hardly had any success with it. But I was using it wrong, like you never hold it and you don't push it twice. Those are the... There isn't really instructions on it, but... Basically, when the ball is in the left out lane, going down there, you push the force save just as it's at the little tip of the metal piece in there. We just watched the left out lane gobble 4 balls. That's the one thing that's frustrating about this game. 5.
Oh, do please hurry. Defeat the AT-AT.
So one thing I also kind of don't like, you should be able to use the force save more often. It's like it's somehow like, arg, like I'd love to use it right now. Yeah, Dustin, you're right. Okay, yeah, I will. I was just waiting for the ball to end. So, for the ball save, for the first long period of time, we're talking the Magna save, the force save. For the first week, I had no success with it. I wasn't pushing it at the right time. So when I was in Pinball Expo on the Stern Tour, at the end of the tour, it sounds like a broken record because I told this yesterday, but it's important. John Borg and Ray Day were there, and I said, I can't ever get my damn force save to work. So they said a couple things: you don't hold it and you don't push it twice. I didn't know that. I was holding it, I was pushing it twice. So A, don't do that. If it's coming down the left out lane, basically when the ball is at the tip, you can push the button and it will either fling it across into the shooter lane where you can then shoot it, or it'll grab it and it'll hold it and then it'll fling it up. Sometimes it flings it up to, you know, the middle of the playfield. Sometimes it only flicks it up like 2 or 3 inches. So you have to be prepared to grab it. But also, if you're getting a center drain and you time it right, like when it's about at Yoda's nose and you push it, it'll grab it on a center drain. It's harder to catch it that way, but it works. So but yeah, Dustin is right. So Dustin has a you have a premium at your house? The save power is way too rare. Yeah. So that's the thing too, like Dungeons and Dragons, and it is super cool when it works. It is, but to me, it should be like Dungeons and Dragons. You should be able to use it all the time. Like, especially that the left out lane, the ball gets fired over from, I don't know why the left is so much worse than the right, but the ball ends up in the left out lane. Like during that last multi-ball, I drained 5 balls that I counted, and I didn't have the force save available. So for me, I think you should have the force save available all the time. But again, that's just my opinion. Maybe they've balanced it so that, you know, I don't know. Because it is like frustrating when you're like, I pushed it. I pushed the button and it didn't do the things. So. Yeah, I think you go to the spinners to charge it up. I think that's correct. Yeah. So, oof. It happened very quickly. I lost my ball and I'm sad about it. But when I ripped the spinner, you could see the letter J
I don't believe we've been
slowly
introduced.
charging up. So, the problem with it is it doesn't work in every mode. That's kind of the only problem with the force save. So you do rip the spinner to charge it. And, but then you'll get into another mode and it's just not available. That's frustrating. That's one of the only frustrating things about it.
You've defeated the Empire. You should be commended.
Yeah, Dustin.
You've achieved Jedi status.
So I agree with what Dustin Echoes is saying. We shouldn't have to meet and get to advice directly from the creators to use it effectively. So there's settings in the menu about the timing for this, for the Magna Save. They can make it easier or they can make it harder. So I think when it shipped, it was hard. Like it never worked for me. I could not get it to work. Now I have mine set on easy or medium, I think. And it's a little bit easier to get to use. But for me, I find now when I go to use it, maybe I just push it and too much, but I can't usually get it to fling it into the shooter lane. Like I can get it to grab the ball, but don't get me wrong, I do like it. If this game didn't have that feature, I would be a little disappointed in the total like functionality of this whole game. Like, you know, think about Godzilla. Godzilla has multiple huge mechs. It's got the building that drops. It's got the Mecha Godzilla that turns. It's got multiple spinners. It has pop bumpers. It does feel like they give a bigger build of materials to certain people. What was the first game to use Magna Save? I mean, that's a good question. I know, well, Black Knight had it, but I think there was others too we were talking about yesterday. Yeah, I would guess Black Knight original too.
instruments indicate a tremor within the game. J. There are several nodes ready for you.
That's a Junior. Anyway, we should be at all around about 0200.
The Jedi Ball save is now
Okay,
fully
there was a good
operational.
example of a center drain grab with
Been
the
rescued.
arg. Yeah, you can see when the spinner spins, the J is charging. Okay, double
Oh
danger.
dear, the game's deflector shields are almost depleted. Super skill shot completed. Place a shot multiplier.
Yes.
That's a Junior.
I suggest you start one of the flashing mission shots. Bonus multiplied.
How did we get into this mess? I really don't know. I've got to rest before I fall apart. My joints are almost frozen.
Come on,
Oh
man.
dear, oh dear. Shot multipliers
I
are
don't
lit.
feel like I'm tilting more. Yes, I am. I played a Metallica recently at a tournament at someone's house. It was a lot of fun, but they had their Metallica original set up so that if you nudged it at all, it would throw the tilt, which is creative because if you play Metallica, you know you need to nudge it quite a bit.
E. The Jedi Ball Saver is now available. Super skill shot completed. Use the action button to control
I did.
your Jedi powers and
I did. Didn't time it right, I guess. That's pinball.
the galaxy is at war and we need your help.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? A more punishment.
Super skill shot completed. J. Jedi Ball Save is now available on the action button. Ball 1 locked. Control 2 locked. Bonus multiplied. I would advise you to aim at one of the lit mission lamps. The Jedi Ball Saber is now fully functional. Use the action button to control your Jedi powers.
Working
and save the
sometimes.
ball.
Okay, see though, it's so in the middle.
It's too early, Junior.
He's right in the middle. Spinner for days, right?
Jedi Ball Save enabled.
Stormtrooper here. We're in danger. I must tell the others. Oh no! I'm shot!
That's not right.
Wait! Oh my! What have you done? I'm backward! Only an overgrown mophead like you would be stupid enough.
You must gain control.
Extra volley.
Half battle multi-ball. Jackpot! Jackpot! Well done. Now, may we please go home? Jackpot! It appears you've obtained an extra ball. Jackpot!
Oof, oof, triple drain. Oh my god. High speed triple drain.
Jackpot! This is suicide! Jackpot! Defeat the attack!
Come on. Okay.
Defeat the attack!
This has happened to me so many times. Ball control. Okay. Yeah, the special effects still hold up. And Titty 10, welcome to the stream. I do like this Star Wars better than... I just didn't love the last one. It was good. I just didn't love it as much. I sort of call this Star Wars Remastered. I think it's everyone's gonna always want the first, the first 3 movies.
Tell them if they don't do as you wish, you'll become angry and use your magic.
Ball 1 locked.
Ball 2 locked? Okay.
Ball 2 locked.
Oh, that was cool. Oh, yes.
Oh, thank goodness, we're saved.
All right.
The time is running out. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, curse your human daughter, you weren't fast enough. 4,
I know.
3, 2, 1. Your time has expired.
I'll be honest, I wasn't sure exactly which one to hit. When everything's flashing urgently, it's kind of hard to know what to hit sometimes.
Half battle multi-ball.
How long before you make the jump to light speed?
Wondering about Master Luke. He hasn't come back yet.
Power
She doesn't know
drive.
where he is.
I don't know where he is.
Nobody knows where he is.
What do you mean nobody knows?
Leslie, I think it is just random. Somebody hit shuffle. Okay.
Super skill shot completed. Jedi Ball Saber is now available.
I thought I was going to need it there. Arg. Fuck. Blew the mode too. Damn it. I was so close to saving it.
Super skill shot completed. Light is lit. Jedi Ball Saber is now available at the store.
My master.
I suggest a new strategy. Try to obtain the Lit Mystery Award.
What is thy bidding, my master? Send the fleet to the far side of it. Yes, I know.
I didn't have to do anything to the Death Star ramp so far, but I have noticed it had 2 rejections today. So
You're quite clever. For a human.
So I haven't,
think you are some sort of god.
I haven't modified the Death Star yet, but it did reject a couple times today, so that was a little frustrating. I'll let the flippers cool for a minute in between games. One of my projects I never finish is to design or install some flipper fans. Because when I live stream and I play games back to back, the flippers aren't in optimal performance. And sometimes it becomes a problem. Some games are fine, but some games just start to really not play as well. King Kong is one. The upper right flipper really starts to fade. And it's pretty important to hit that biplane shot. So I have my upper right flipper cranked. And after you're playing for, 30 minutes straight. Oh, welcome in, Tid. Nice to see you in the chat. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's funny. Welcome to the stream. We're playing Star Wars today. How was my last trip? Do you mean to Pinball Expo? Pinball Expo was good. I'm going to the Arcade Expo tomorrow in Houston. The big takeaway is my wife is somehow okay with me doing pinball travel, so especially if it's driving distance, but the odd flight. We got points from work and stuff, so. But yeah, so the game we're playing today, if you're just joining into the stream, welcome in Doc Imagineer, Tiddy, Busted Chops, you were here. You were here the whole time. So, but reflecting on my last couple of games of Star Wars today, I'm starting to get used to the backhanding of the shots I started having troubles with today. After I made the playfield a little more flat, it was very hard to get used to the muscle memory. Muscle memory was basically gone. But and Dustin echoes also. Right when you said the tickets for Pinball at the Beach went on sale, I checked, and it's when my wife is out of town and my daughter doesn't want to go. I've been trying to talk her into going, but I think she just doesn't like. We've never done travel without both parents there, so I don't know. She wasn't super excited about it, but if it does happen, it might be last minute. But I know we'd have to buy tickets sooner. But also, Tid E, I saw your message on Instagram. I wrote a reply and didn't send it, but I will. I'll get back to you. Also, we'll just let her hang out on the beach while we play pinball, right, Dustin?
The rebellion could most certainly use your help.
So where is Pinball at the Beach? Is it close to like Disney World? I don't know any Florida geography. And to remember even where my American friends all live, sometimes I have to pull out a map like I did the other day. So, Tid, I've always been kind of into the badge hunting, but to be honest, when I play pinball, it's usually more for fun than anything, and that's my excuse for when I have bad games. But I did recently pay for that Stern Insider All Access because I do look forward to having a leaderboard in my basement here. Hoping it gets the wife and daughter they're super competitive, to have them down playing more. But like, I looked at the leaderboard in the app yesterday and like, I'm the only name on it. Because since I set it up, like no one's been down here to play other than me. So, but I really like in the winter, the Pinball Cup happens with Insider Connected. It's a lot of fun because you get to sit. It makes you want to drive around town and find games to get the score on, because each day or each week, and maybe each week, it's like 4 different games you've got to achieve all the Pinball Cup things. I loved that. So, but I do check in on my badges periodically, but there's the magic. Ball's stuck on the tip. There we go.
Ball 2 locked. I beg your pardon, but all the missions are now lit.
Ah, I didn't see it. That's a good question. I don't know who owns that. Yeah, I don't know who owns that.
Jay, skill shot completed.
before I fall apart. My joints are almost... Where do you think you're going? Well, I'm not going that way.
That's one problem. My flipper camera is like right near the action button.
Super skill shot completed.
I don't think they're going to let us in, Artu. Artu, wait! Oh dear. Artu!
You wanna wonder?
We have to hurry.
I pushed add a ball and drained the ball at the exact same time.
3, 2, 1. Oh, we're not going to make it. Use the action button to control your Jedi powers and save the ball. Jackpot!
Spaghetti hands there or something. So Tid, that's a good question. Probably my favorite game overall in my entire collection is Jaws. I think it's got lots in it, and the music and the no worries, Jess. We'll see you later. Hit you in the chat later. Jaws is probably my favorite game overall because I love the use of the cutscenes, the music. It shoots pretty well, not perfect, but overall, it's one of those games that I really, and it's not easy. I don't find it to be easy, so I like that. It's a challenge, especially when I leave it for a while. Shots and layout, King Kong. Shots and layout, King Kong is my favorite. I think it's lacking in some areas, but for shots and layout and toys and mechs, King Kong. Theme that I kind of like the most is John Wick. Music pin favorite is Foo Fighters. Metallica are kind of equal. Godzilla kind of gets a bit of a default number one because it is awesome. But the game I get frustrated with the most is Dungeons and Dragons. So, but yeah, my favorite's probably Jaws. The one game I have the most fun shooting is King Kong, though. The theme is kind of meh to me, but the shots and layout in King Kong I really like. It's just hard enough. The biplane shot is just like my favorite in pinball. I love the river, how it slows the ball down. But as far as like theme, that's my favorite theme is probably John Wick, probably. So Meta Nightman, I've finished Dungeons and Dragons like 4, 5, 6 times, and then I forget what made it. The trolls part is not fun for me, but and I have been stuck on it. You know, they say after they've done some code, you might want to do a wipe your character fully in Dungeons and Dragons. So they made some code updates that impacted stuff like scoring and strength and a lot of things. Supposedly, you really should reset your character once in a while. They say that some of their nerfing and their scoring and that is tied to the score. But the things that frustrate me about Dungeons and Dragons are, I just had so much higher expectations for it. Like I really expected it to be updated regularly with story or have so much variation and call-outs. Like they talked about how so many 22 characters were used for voice. Well, you only hear like 5 and it's super limited. So I'm hoping more of that will come out. Yeah, so Wick has Nitro, I think they have a premium Wick on display. It might have been a Pro. But yeah, Nitro's the place to go. If you buy a game from Nitro, tell Tommy that that you know me. I don't think there's any discount too, but it'll solidify the support of the channel. But yeah, John Wick was one that I really waited on because it kind of got some hatred in the beginning, but now that the code has progressed and I really like John Wick. I used to be into shooting sports, so I thought I really liked the discipline that Wick shoots, the way that he shoots. I used to shoot League like that, but that was like 10 years ago. But anyways.
Pinball. Why, it's my primary function.
And yeah, Bust a Chop. So I think 2 missed opportunities in pinball currently. King Kong, they let you know that Kong talks because at the end of the game, he taunts you. And Wrath the Relentless, they let you know that he talks because he taunts you a little bit. But it should be constant. It should be like, you know, you're playing against a character. Like the character's there, you know? Go on Fiverr and get some more voice actor work done. I don't know. I thought that King Kong just sitting there never talking. I mean, I'm sure they've got reasons, but John Wick is pretty good for callouts. There's lots of talking in John Wick. Yeah. Well, and the thing too, it's about expectations. So like in Metallica, they had the band members of Metallica record something like 900 callouts. If they could pay them to do that or get them to do that, how come they don't do it for the other titles? I mean, it seems to me like it must be a financial thing or... I don't know.
I wish Ben were here.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Jedi Ball save enabled. Use the action button to control your Jedi powers and save Master Yoda saves the day. I knew you would.
Saved it once, but... I know, Turin, I just saved it and then I crapped the bed right after that.
Super skill shot completed. Ooh, scruffy look. It has come.
I feel like I would play pinball better if I was shorter. It's like a high-risk shot.
That's too Yomi, Junior. That's too Yomi, Junior.
I'm not sure why it's giving me ball saves, but I'll take them. Oh, more ball saving. So Tid, all I do to modify my games, everyone gets a shaker motor, everyone gets a speaker upgrade, and usually expression lights on the speaker. But for example, Kong and Wick, I've bought the mods, I just haven't put them in. But as far as like, you know, 3D printed aftermarket mods and that, I have a couple, but not really much of them. I don't really do much. But I will eventually, probably. I always look at it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna spend $1,000 on mods, and like every time my wife sees, you know, $200 go on the credit card, I just rather not do that, and then every couple months, like, buy a game, sell a game, buy a game, do something like that. Yeah, I know that, Tom. I know that. I know I need to work on that. It's hard in this one too, because the multi-ball, I feel like because of the cross you get from the bumpers, the pops, it's hard to like trap up and aim, really. But yeah, you are right. I agree with that feedback. One thing that also breaks habits for me is John Wick. John Wick breaks habits. I'll develop a good habit. I'll play King Kong or Jaws, and I'll learn to slow down my multi-ball. Then in John Wick, because every ball is a multi-ball, it kind of breaks my habits.
Might be dozen.
I don't think they're going to let us in, Artu.
So Tid, all of my games are Stern, except I have an American Pinball Galactic Tank Force and a Pedretti Funhouse. So all of them but those ones.
Artu, you take good care of Master Luke now, understand?
They were no wonder.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Oh, that was cool.
Hurry, the chances of survival are now 725 to 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh dear, my circuits can't take this any longer.
To answer your question, Documengineer, about arcade stools, I have 2 stools, and my daughter really likes to sit down when she plays, but I actually find I shoot a little better when I'm sitting down, because you can aim. that's a better vantage point. Like I'm 6'5", so up here is a less advantageous vantage point, but I find if I sit down too much, I'll get used to that. But if you ever have, I think one thing that keeps this hobby accessible is a lot of people use stools. So, and it's very hard to nudge when you're sitting down. You were right.
5, 4.
You can't win, Darth.
Yeah, if you try to nudge sitting down, it doesn't move the machine much at all.
Possibly imagine.
Ball 1 locked. Oh dear, I can't bear to watch.
You should not have come back.
It may be advantageous for us to collect a mystery award. Place a shot multiplier.
And actually, to be completely honest, one of the reasons why I like to play, especially in the morning, standing up
You're
is
quite a good player.
it kind of gets your
For a
blood
human
flowing
being.
a little bit. But I think I like to normalize stools because I know one day I'll probably be sitting in a stool playing, or, you know, it seems like once every 6 months I have some sort of injury. So if you're ever injured or you get, you know, sore feet, a lot of older people have a history of
We
getting
need your help
gout.
to defeat
So,
the Empire.
you know, sometimes you gotta sit down, right?
Well done. You will be remembered throughout the galaxy.
So that was part of it too, Dustin echoes. I didn't like getting used to sitting. But like I said, I like to normalize it because I think a lot of people need to sit, so. But I'm just looking at the time and I got to go to work. So playing the outro. It's also the intro, but playing the outro. So again, I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming to the stream today. If you aren't a follower on the other social media, shoot a follow or a sub on YouTube. All my shorts and reels and all that are on the Faceplace and the YouTubes, but also if you're not in the Discord, hit !Discord. It'll send you a whisper chat of where to get into our channel. I'm not sure what's going on at MN Retro Gamer. Let's see, he's setting up his camera. We'll raid over there. He's a good guy. Anyways, guys, I'm going to head to work. It was fun today. Thank you for coming to hang out. Really appreciate it, as always.